We anticipate that you will achieve full operational capability of.
I believe that President Putin has clearly come to the conclusion there's little price to play here.
Bingo.
And that therefore I can continue this activity.
Yes.
Everything both as a director of NSA and what I see on the Cyber Command side leads me to believe that if we don't change the dynamic here, this is going to continue. And 2016 won't be viewed as something isolated. This is something will be sustained over time. So I think the challenge for all of us is, so what are the tools available to us? And as the strategy says, diplomatic, economic, some cyber things, there are tools available to us. And again, I think in fairness, you can't say nothing's been done, but my point would be it hasn't been enough.
It hasn't been enough.
Clearly what we've done hasn't been enough.
At their source by disrupting them in cyberspace as they unfold. The national mission teams of the Cyber Mission Force. Is Russia attempting to achieve a strategic objective by influence U.S. public opinion on elections?
Yes, sir. I believe they're attempting to undermine our institutions.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. And Admiral Rogers, thank you for your service. We will miss you when you retire. As I understand, you said that President Trump has never ordered Cybercom to take any action to defend or thwart Russian attempts to meddle in the elections this fall. Is that correct?
So I said I've never given any specific direction to take additional steps outside my authority. And I have taken the steps within my authority, you know, trying to be a good proactive commander. Because my view is
no one from the administration has asked you to take any additional steps.
I haven't been granted any, you know, additional authorities, capacity, capability, and no, that's certainly true.
I understand that to be a confirmation of what I just said.
Essentially, we have not taken on the Russians yet. We're watching them intrude in our elections, spread misinformation, become more sophisticated, try to achieve strategic objectives that you have recognized, and we're just essentially sitting back and waiting.
I don't know if I would characterize it as we're sitting back and waiting, but I will say it's probably, and again, I apologize, I don't want to get into the classified here. It's probably fair to say that we have not opted to engage in some of the same behaviors that we are seeing. If I could just keep it.
No, it's one searches for sort of historical analogies, but you know we have in the past seen threats building, but at some point, particularly when they've manifested themselves, which they already have in 2016, we've taken action. We've not just continued to watch.
Right. No, we are doing some things.
Admiral, thank you for your service. We will miss you, as others have said. Would you agree with me that the Russians have been in no way deterred from this?
Yeah, oh, yes, sir. I think that's true.
They're doing it with impunity. They could care less what we think. They're continuing to attack us.
Yes, sir.
So thus far, the response of the United States of America to this ongoing attack has been completely inadequate.
It hasn't changed the calculus, is my sense. It has not changed the calculus of the behavior on the part of the Russians.
And it hasn't changed their behavior.
Right, that's my sense.
And they've paid no price for meddling in 2016 election, or
they haven't paid a price, at least, that's sufficient to get them to change their behavior.
Well, they haven't paid any price, so far as I can see, have they?
You could argue some of the sanctions that have been imposed. You could also argue some of the indictments. Again, I don't think it's fair to say nothing has been done, although, again, you're getting way outside my lane as an operational commander, sir.
But it has been completely inadequate so far.
It certainly hasn't generated the change in behavior that I think we all know we need.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Cyber accepted service will help us recruit, manage, and retain
You have been asked a number of questions about the Russian interference with our elections and questions about who's in charge.